Good day, Cadre, and everybody in YouTube land. Welcome to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home for another straight razor shave. Today we're going to go kind of all British. We're going to be using Penhaligon's English Fern. Their soap is now Obtainium because Penhaligon's recently has been making some faux pas as far as getting rid of some of their classic scents. I realize it's marketing and what's selling, and the younger guys aren't buying it as much, but English Fern is a classic. So we'll be using that shave soap. For the aftershave, since there is no English Fern aftershave, we're going to be using something very close, and that's Saponificio Varesino's Felce Aromatica aftershave. We will follow that with the English Fern EDT, and then of course the English Fern Talc, all of which can be found, I think, on the secondary markets. That's where I found most of these, but you can still have some original soaps. The soap you cannot find anymore. And then for our brush today, we're going to be using a Paladin Chief with a Sabini Blonde Badger. The Penhaligon soaps came in two iterations. They came in a tallow version, which I do have, I don't use very often, and then of course the vegan formula, which I'm using today. And it's not terrible. It's not the greatest. It does require a little bit of work. I actually think it requires a little bit more work than Mitchell's wool fat, to be frank with you. But this is one of those soaps that you forego performance a little bit to get that smell. This is a very easily breakable soap, meaning you got to be kind of careful with the water ratio. And it does have a tendency to dissipate pretty quick. Which is odd, because if you look at the other Penhaligon soap, like Sartorial or even Bailea, the soaps are great as far as staying. And then for the razor today, we'll be using the 5/8 Boker with the Ivory Tang. Had a really nice Zoom call last night. Everybody had a pretty good time. So we hope that you'll get a chance to join us for our next iteration of the Zoom call, which will be Wednesday night. As I said, it's not the slickest soap in the world, but it, like I said, the scent is what you're sacrificing performance for. As in my opinion, I think that English Fern is probably one of the finest fougere scents out there. But unfortunately, if they don't release it, it's going to go by the wayside, which is sad. There is still quite a bit of stock on the secondary market. But the prices are really starting to get outrageous. if you're new to straight razors, two that I would recommend if you're gonna go even new or vintage would be Boker or Raf Ost. They're just wonderful little razors. Especially the 5/8 barber notch. Just a really wonderful razor to use. Skates around the face very nice. Pretty forgiving for the most part. And once again, this was another razor that I touched up. That's why you don't see me stropping it between passes, because it's still very new and sharp as far as the honing job. This is a very lightweight razor too. This is also one of those soaps that can be a little finicky. Sometimes you get a great shave out of it, and other times you'll get some issues. But today, seems like she's doing pretty well. And the fragrance of English Fern is just, well, those of you that have it know, it's just so classic, so nice. For all of our brethren on the Gulf Coast, both in Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama, we hope that you guys stay safe with yet another hurricane that is headed your way. Prayers are definitely with you. As you guys have dealt with enough. Okay, there's 3 passes and done. Very smooth shave. This is another soap that you definitely don't want to do water cleanup or any type of buffing without having some soap, especially the Fool's Pass, as it just unfortunately is just not quite slick enough. Okay. Another straight shave in the books. The razor seems very, very capable. Don't want to waste any of this soap, so I will use this as a post shave. Plus, it lets me feel how I did. Plus, it lets you enjoy that English Fern scent even longer. The silage on it's pretty good. I mean, it stays at about a 3.5 to 4 all through the shave. The soap, not very moisturizing. Obviously, it does have a tendency to leave your skin a little bit tight, but the good news is you can follow it up with the aftershave. Now this one is pretty close. It's a little bit more green overall, not quite as, I guess, linen-y or creamy, but it's a perfect accompaniment. And it brings back all the emollients and all the moisturizing back in your face. As do all of SV's aftershaves. Natural plant-based alcohols, all natural products. And just, it adds a little bit of a sharpness to the green Irish fern, which is nice. And it brings out all those notes that go along with it. Now, the Felce Aromatica soap on its own is wonderful too, as is Asylum Shave Works, which is basically a WSP, the Royal Fulgura. I think in the top 3 as far as English fern style scents, I would say English fern #1. Then of course you've got SV, and then of course, then of course you have the Royal Fulgura from Asylum Shave Works and Phil over at Boker Shaving. So it's just wonderful stuff. Made by WSP, but still very, very, very nice. Okay, don't get a chance to use this that often, probably because I don't want to waste it, but we're going to be using the English Fern Talc. And this is a dead-on scent to the soap and EDT. Whoa, cloudy day. Foggy day in London town. I guess that's kind of apropos, I guess. Oh, just tremendous. And then, of course, we're cracking a brand new bottle of our English Fern EDT. Got a couple of these in reserve. So if you can still get some of this, I know Doug Keister, he bought some as well. And we're good to go. All right, folks, that's the English Fern Shave. Thank you for joining me at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. And as always, check out The Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. It's Monday. Hope everybody has a great week and safe for those, again, in the Gulf Coast for the hurricane. And we'll see you all real soon. Take care.